Ciao Toronto, sono Joey Niceforo e ti guardano Q&A con Lady K. Grazie.
The judges will decide the likes of me abide. Spectators of the show always staying low. The game is on again. A lover or a friend. A big thing.
Well, congratulations on the release of your very first single as a solo artist.
Thank you very much.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I was a huge fan of the Canadian Tenors and
Oh.
Destino, so sitting here chatting with you is a really big deal for me.
Oh, that
So,
means a lot to me. Thank you very much.
and thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Now, Winner Takes It All was released on February 16th,
Yes.
and it is a cover of Abba's original song.
Yes.
But of course, you Joey-fied it.
I sure did, or I tried to anyway.
So talk to me a little bit about how you made your mark on this song.
I grew up listening to Abba. My parents loved it. I was trained as an opera singer,
Right.
But I always loved listening to this kind of music. So Abba, Shirley Bassey, Judy Garland, Barbra Streisand, loved it, but never did sing it until I started with the Canadian Tenors and with Destino. But it was never my forte, so I had to take singing lessons to learn how to sing this kind of music. I honestly sounded awful for years, had no idea how to sing it. And so then when I decided to do my first solo album, I wanted to do songs that I loved, first of all. And this was one of my favorite songs. And when I saw Meryl Streep do it in Mamma Mia, I thought, my God, you know, she just made it into almost an operatic aria because it told a story. And I love that.
Well, take me through the process. Like, how did this project start? Like you said, 86-piece orchestra, so intense. And at Abbey Road Studios, the song was recorded. So
Yes.
how did it all come together? Because it just sounds so dazzling.
Well, thank you. I was going to quit singing. After Destino kind of fell apart, well, it wasn't as dramatic as that. We just all decided to go our own ways. But I was going to quit singing, and I had this amazing friend of mine who just believed in me and believed in my talent. And she said, you know, you can't quit without trying to go solo. And so she said, let's do this. But if we're going to do it, let's do it right. And let's get the best orchestra in the world, the best producers in the world. And so we just started with me singing a few demos at a recording studio. And that's where I met Sam Reed from Glass Tiger, who is incredible to work with. And then we decided to try and find a producer, somebody that could arrange the songs. And so we found Steve Sidwell, who won a Grammy Award for the Carole King musical.
Yes.
So we saw his music on YouTube, and we thought, oh, it'd be great to work with. So we messaged him, and he said, absolutely, I'd be interested. And then worked with an amazing producer, John Jones from Los Angeles. And then we all decided to record at Abbey Road. And I mean, I was just so scared. Didn't sleep at all the night before the recording. It was awful.
Well, was it not intimidating during the actual recording, like singing solo in front of such a large orchestra?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I had so much self-doubt, thinking all of these people are there playing for me, with me. I didn't want to screw up. I didn't want to sound bad. And honestly, for the first 2 songs that we did, I was kind of in a little booth outside of where the orchestra was playing.
So you weren't watching the orchestra, or they weren't looking at you?
They weren't looking at me
Okay.
at the first 2 takes. So I was in this booth, and I wasn't getting out of my head, and I was sounding horrible, and I'm thinking, gosh, how am I going to get through this? So then the 3rd take, the conductor said, come out and sing with the orchestra.
Yeah.
And so I thought, this is going to go even worse. I might as well go home now.
I'm like this in my booth.
I'm going back to
look at them.
I'm going back to Toronto. But the interesting thing is that song and that take was The Winner Takes It All. That's what you see on the video. So that wasn't rehearsed or directed. That was me singing with the orchestra for the first time, and I let go. I thought about my dad, who had always wanted to see me sing with an orchestra, and he unfortunately passed away just that year. And so I thought, you know, do this for him, enjoy it. Who gets to do this? And so I let go.
Or small, the winner takes it all.
feel the presence of past musicians?
Oh, absolutely. You walk
Yeah.
in and they have all these pictures of everybody that recorded there, you know, from the Beatles to Adele. And they're all kind of looking at you saying, good luck. And,
Like, hi, you're next.
Yeah, hi, you're next. The headphones that you use, those were used by the Beatles.
Oh
I mean,
my
they have all
gosh.
this equipment that they're still using, all the microphones. They're all from that era. I mean, it's not a museum. You use the stuff
Yeah.
that they used, even one of the pianos.
Not to sound stupid, but do you
Yeah.
think they clean it? Like,
I hope so.
like the Beatles.
Oh, the hair and
Yeah,
stuff?
like-
Yeah, I know. I looked, there was nothing. Good question.
Now, this song is actually the second cover you did of Winner Takes It All.
Yes.
So you said you really liked Abba, but what is it about this song that draws you in? Like, do you have a personal connection at all?
When Abba sang it, it was about a woman breaking up with her boyfriend
Right.
or her lover, and it seems like he came up with the rules, and so now she's happy and she's moved on, but it looks like he wants her back.
Yes.
So that's never happened to me, but I love that kind of story. I love the, you know what, you really screwed me over,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to show you that I'm happy, and I won, and you've
Yeah,
lost.
I don't
You
need
made these
you.
rules. I don't need you. You've made
Yeah.
these rules, and I love that.
As a solo artist, how would you characterize your style of music?
As a solo artist, I would say the easiest way is to kind of compare the genres of music that I try to imitate or emulate. And so Shirley Bassey, with the huge orchestrations that she sings, the passion, these big ballads. And I love that because I think that comes from my operatic training. So, you know, we're acting when we're singing as opera singers. Also, the beautiful intimate moments that Barbra Streisand gave us. I mean, she just has this beautiful voice and beautiful way of interpreting songs. And also a little bit of the classical, because I still sometimes use my big operatic voice.
Okay, now before each performance, is there something you do to get in the zone to help maybe the nerves or anything?
Yes, the only thing that I would say I do is I try to be alone. I love being around other people, but not before I sing. I find it a little bit distracting just because every single time I'm about to perform, there's always these little voices in my head that say, you're gonna screw up, you're gonna crack, and then you have to get out of that, right? You have to just concentrate and breathe, and I mean, I would say I'm on the verge of stage fright. I hate it right before I go on, and then I'm on stage and I love it. If everything goes right.
And then getting off stage is probably like the best feeling in
Oh,
the entire
amazing,
world, right? Knowing that
amazing.
you accomplished that.
Absolutely,
And
especially
you killed it.
Yeah, especially if you do well, you feel like you're king of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on a high. How do you get off that high?
Oh, a scotch.
Yeah.
I like to have scotch after I drink. After I drink.
After you
I have
drink.
not been drinking yet. It's too early.
Now I understand you have an album coming out. You mentioned it.
Yes.
So what can we expect from this album?
A lot of obscure covers. So there's popular covers like Winner Takes It All and Solitaire. But the rest are beautiful songs that I thought people should hear, even though they weren't really well known.
Yeah.
I love them. I got to pick every single one of the songs. There's a Journey song that we didn't record at Abbey Road, but I wrote the French lyrics for it, so we added that as well. But,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Was it difficult writing like the French version?
No, I love translating.
Okay.
So I'm not a really good start from scratch songwriter, but I love translating songs that have already been written. So there are two on that album. One, Open Arms by Journey, and another Italian one.
All the other songs on the album were recorded at Abbey Road?
Yeah, so 11 of them were, and the only one that wasn't was the Journey song, which I recorded here, but I wanted to add a French one because I'm French Canadian, so I
Yes.
thought my mom would be very upset.
Yes. No, you have to appeal to the mom.
Absolutely.
When choosing covers, what do you look for? How do you choose the covers?
Well, it was interesting because I had never, done this process before of picking songs for an album. Usually when we were in the group, our manager or the producers would say, this is what you're going to sing. The producer, John Jones from Los Angeles, he was great at it. So he just loves music, and he brought all of these songs that I had never heard before to the table and listened to them. And if it didn't get me the first after the first listen, I didn't want to record it.
No.
So that's what I wanted for people who listen to my stuff for the first time. I wanted them to say, oh, that's really good, after the first listen.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear the album.
Thank
I'm
you.
really excited, and if it's anything, which I'm sure it is, like Winner Takes It All, I know it's going to be spectacular.
Well, thank you very much.
So that's very exciting. And before we let you go,
Yes.
I thought it might be fun to get to know you with some really totally random questions.
Okay.
Are you in?
I love it.
Okay. What aria do you belt out in the shower?
Ooh, Nessun Dorma.
What song does your family request the most? Like for you to sing?
Oh, good question. Ave Maria.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
My family loves that song. My
Love
dad loves that song.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole family.
Yeah. Basically, yes.
Yeah.
And finally, red sauce or white sauce on pasta?
Red sauce. Absolutely.
Thank goodness.
You too?
Yes.
Yes.
We can be friends now.
We can.
I was actually worried you'd say white, and then I was like, oh no, we can't be friends.
No, I'm Italian.
But
Like
you
that.
too.
Come on.
Yeah, I know. It has to be the red, right?
That's right, yeah.
So you make the pasta. I'll bring the wine.
Sounds good.
All
I
right.
look forward to it.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Thank
it was
you.
lovely chatting with you. Can't wait to chat with you again.
Thank you.
And Joey Niceforo.
Thank you. Lady
Yeah.
K, amazing. Amazing.
I'd like to give a shout out to Strut Entertainment facilitating this interview.
Absolutely.
Oh hey! Have you hit the subscribe button yet? Because I'd hate for you to miss more videos like this one.
That was so good.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you're really great
Thank
at what you do.
I appreciate it.
You are.
I really do.
You need to be like huge spotlights and everything. Well, we have spotlights,
spotlights.
but really, you're fantastic.
One day we'll have her own studio.
Yes.
Oh yes, you will.
Yeah.
You definitely will. And I'll come back.
Yeah, you better.
And then we'll have our scotch.
Yeah, and our pasta.
Yeah, and our pasta.
That's all.
That's right.